Hey guys, it's Reese. Welcome back to the channel. So yeah, just have a few cars I want to show, and that's pretty much all I'm going to be showing for diecast cars in this live stream. Actually, it's actually a pretty small amount of cars I'm going to be showing. There's 4 M2 chases that I'm going to be showing in this live stream, and a few Hot Wheels and Matchbox cars as well that are not chase cars or supers. So yeah, let's get to it. Here's the really cool Ford GT40 in the nice blue recolor. I don't know what it is with this car, but I saw like a bunch of channels like I want to say in like Florida, maybe California, like other east and west coast parts of the US, and they were finding this blue Ford GT40 from like F&G case like crazy, and it's like for some reason I could never find it. And sure enough, I ended up finding one at the local Walmart store a few days ago. Yeah, actually, I found this yesterday. So not a few days ago. I found this at the local Walmart store yesterday. Kind of like early morning, but almost like into the afternoon time is when I found this there. Now, the odd thing is, I also got the Toyota FJ43 Land Cruiser from the newest Fast and Furious Premium set at that same Walmart store. But the weird thing is, all the other Fast and Furious Premium cars that were on the pegs from that set when I was there that day were all the Land Rovers, and it's like, I don't know if someone returned this one or if they just decided not to buy it anymore. And then this is what I've been looking forward to getting from 2024 G-Case. It's the Hot Wheels Jaguar Mark I race car. I believe the Jaguar itself is from like the 1960s, because underneath it just says Jaguar Mark I. I just realized I said Jagmeyer. I'm like, that's not a car company. Small mistake there. And then this car right here is a brand new Matchbox moving parts car. It's the Bizzarini 5300 GT Corsa Revival. And to be honest, doesn't this look like a Ferrari? I mean, the car company is from Italy, I believe. I think. I know it's European. I think it's Italy or Italian for where this car company is from. I'm not entirely sure. If someone knows more about this, let me know either in the chat mode feature, if anyone does show up to do that, or in the comments below once this live stream is on my channel. A little bit over a week ago, I picked up 2 of these, of the Neon Speeders McLaren F1 GTR. This was probably the main car I wanted to get out of the set. I mean, I wouldn't mind completing it, but this was the car I wanted the most from the set, and I'm glad I was able to get it. I think they had like 3 or 5 of them there that day at the Walmart store. A little bit over a week ago at the same local Walmart store, I got this M2 Machines model kit chase of the 1953 Volkswagen Beetle Deluxe USA model. This is actually my first model kit M2 Machines chase in my collection. So that was a pretty great score or find to get added into my collection. Now, the funny thing is, actually, it was, I don't know what the time was at night when I found this there on the pegs for the model kits, but the first one that I saw there was the 1972 Dodge truck, which has a chance for a raw chase, or as other collectors call it for M2 machines, a super chase, and neither of those were the chase. Then there was a Ford Econoline van as well, but it's like I think I had gone through 2 of the Dodge trucks, 1 Volkswagen, and then there were 2 of the Ford Econoline vans, and then sitting in the back was this Chase. And it's like, yep, that's a Chase. I had to get it. This thing was about $10, and it's like the last time I got a model kit from a Walmart store was quite a few weeks ago, actually. I can't exactly remember when, but it was some like GMC Foose Sierra thing, like some custom version of one. And all the model kits are like about $10 plus tax at any Walmart store you go to. Well, $10 or slightly more than that, depending on like what state you get it in, because I know like the M2 machines in California, their price is going to be like $1 or $2 more expensive than here in my area. I'm not sure what it is like in East Coast Walmart stores, if it's like the same price or not there for their M2 model kits and Coca-Cola themed cars. But yeah, really lucky I got this Chase there that day. And then yesterday when I got these 3 cars, I was looking up above and saw a few more M2 Coca-Cola cars, like about 3 or 4 more. And I had gone through like the first 2 up there, and I just had to see if there was anything else. And sure enough, the last car I pulled down from there was this beautiful 1954 Buick Skylark M2 Machines Coca-Cola Chase. Now, just to do a quick comparison, because someone wanted me to do that for them. Here's the Chase version with the shiny red rims and bumpers, and here's the non-Chase version, if you can see that. Oops. Here's the non-Chase version of the one that I got, and here's the Chase version that I did actually end up getting. Now, they had like probably 2 or 4 of the non-Chase version of this one there, but to be honest, I didn't feel like getting the non-Chase version. I just wanted the Chase-only version of this one, and it's like, I wasn't even sure if I was going to find a Chase, because it's like getting close to like about 12 p.m., like just the start of the afternoon of Friday yesterday when I got this Chase. And actually, this Chase was not even on the pegs, by the way. This one was like, you know, up above like the cars. So it's like, that's why I actually had to pull it down just to see what the 3 or 4 other M2 Coca-Cola M2 machine cars were up there. So glad I scored this. And yes, it is a regular Chase car, but it's still a really cool one. And it's actually my first ever M2 Machines Coca-Cola Chase car in my collection. And it's only a regular Chase, so it's $750 in total. And I'm just going to say this. I do not sell any of my cars, like Chase cars or Supers that I get. The only thing I may do with certain cars, like not the Chase ones, but maybe like some treasure hunts, I would do like one of 2 things as in future, again, have to talk to parents about doing this before I ever do them. Again, on my channel is like future giveaways, but again, that's after talking to parents about it and they confirm it as well. So yeah, I'm not doing giveaways until anything is confirmed with parents. The other thing that I would do is trades, but again, have to confirm with parents about that as well before I do those things. So yeah. You've already seen this one before. It's my first dual lift kit M2 Machines Chase. The bottom car is the Chase, actually. The top one is the same in the non-Chase version for this. So I thought that was kind of interesting that they only do 1 Chase car for these double lift kits for M2 machines. Now, these seem to be hobby exclusives, I think. I'm not entirely sure, but they seem to be, because I haven't found them at any Walmart stores. Target doesn't even do M2 machines, surprisingly, at all. I don't know what their deal is with that. Like if they had some like selling issue or discontinued them for whatever reason. I've never figured out why Target doesn't sell M2 machine cars. And the bizarre thing is, speaking of diecast cars, there's Target exclusive muscle machine chases, and it's like every time I've gone to a Target store, I've seen zero muscle machine car. And to be honest, I kind of feel like other channels are more than likely going to end up having the same thing happen to them. If you go into a Target store, you're not going to see any muscle machine cars there. Now, muscle machines do have chases. They don't have a Walmart exclusive chase, but they do have Target exclusive chases. So yeah, just thought I'd mention that. And then, of course, I have to show this beauty again. This is my only M2 Machines 124 scale chase that I have in my collection. Now, like I said, for trading stuff, I've already had like 2 offers for this thing. And the most expensive this thing sold for on eBay was $135. But then actually, I looked a few days or so ago, like about a week or 2 ago, and it's like, why is the price dropping on this thing suddenly? It's like the most expensive this chase is going for now in this exact scale and version is like $100. So it's like, why did it drop $35 suddenly? I don't know, but I can't tell you why the price dropped on that thing suddenly, because it's like a lot of people like the square body, like Chevrolet GMC trucks, whether it's a chase version or not. So yeah. Speaking of M2 Machines chases, I saw the Coca-Cola Raw Buick GNX Super Chase, or Raw Chase, and it's like they actually have some of those going for less than like $200 on eBay, which is really surprising because it's like some other seller on eBay wanted like $350 or $450 for that thing, and it's like now it's worth like less than half of that even suddenly. So yeah, it seems like M2 Machines chases and Raw or Super chases are either dropping in prices because it's like the price someone has it as is not selling as good because they realize that they're asking too much for it. I don't know. I don't know how like price fluctuates or changes for M2 Machines chases on eBay. Well, anyways, that's all I had to share for the cars I was going to show. But now let's get back to talking about the diecast car hobby itself, I guess. So the interesting thing is some Hot Wheels cases, I don't understand why, will not have treasure hunts in them, which is very bizarre. That is very bizarre, I will say that. And the other thing is there's some car culture set for the Exotic Envy, well, the new Exotic Envy car culture set that's out, and it's like one case is just all the yellow Porsches and no other cars in there. And it's like, I haven't seen that happen like at any store I've been to, like in my area for like Walmarts or Targets or King Superstores that I've been to. I haven't seen that happen in my area yet. But again, I won't know if that happens unless I see a case like that. So, yeah. Well, let's see, what else was I going to mention? Haven't found any super treasure hunts this year still so far that I actually added to my collection. I mean, I've had a few people like, beat me to some, but it's like, that's totally understandable because it's like, it's during times when I can't, look at Hot Wheels, unfortunately. So yeah, that is a bit sad. Let's see, what else was I going to talk about? Oh yeah, it's kind of toy car stuff, but it's not exactly like in the hobby related, but it's toy car diecast cars related. I'm going to eventually do a live stream for the Toy Car Baseball World Series. It's between USA and NASCAR, and trust me, that's going to be like a very big time rival showdown for that happening. I'm not sure if USA or NASCAR is going to win it. I don't know if it'll go to 7 games or not. I think it will. I'm not entirely sure. I'll just have to see how those games get played out and see if my prediction is correct or incorrect about that World Series for Toy Card Baseball going to 7 games or not. Yeah, it was a very small showcase this time, which, is actually something I don't normally do too often when I do like diecast car showcase or show and tell live streams on my channel. I normally show at least like 10 to like 20 cars, maybe like 25 or 40 cars. But yeah, this was probably like one of my smallest amounts of cars I've showcased for a live stream on my channel so far. Whoever hit the thumbs up button, thank you for doing that. I do appreciate that. But yeah, if there's anything you want to ask me about, my diecast cars collection, or like anything about diecast car stuff for like the hobby, or things like that, anything diecast car related, just put it in the chat feature, and I'll try to answer it as best as I can. But yeah, if there's no one joining the chat mode, then I'm probably just going to end the live stream right here, right now. So, bye everyone. Thanks for watching, joining, stopping by, all of that good stuff. And if you weren't able to make this live stream, you can always watch it whenever it shows up on my channel. I know YouTube's a bit odd or bizarre of like when they decide to put a live stream on the channel for everyone to watch it. Well, have a great rest of your weekend, everyone. And yeah, I will probably have a few days coming up next week at the local Walmart store to see if there's anything I may or may not end up adding to my collection. So you'll have to be tuned in for that. If I find stuff, most likely, probably not going to show whatever it is until later in that day, or maybe until like after my B-Day happens this year. Well, bye everyone. Thanks for watching, stopping by, joining, all of that good stuff, and I will see you in my next diecast cars or video game cars live stream. It's probably going to be Toy Car Baseball live stream, actually, for the next live stream I do next. Bye now. Laters.